Approach 4 involves creating a large-scale value scale, tearing up those pieces, and then building up those pieces together to create your drawing. First, you'll be shading full sheets of newsprint to create a value scale. Each step of the scale should take up a full sheet of newsprint. Use the technique you learned for the reduction drawing. Place the vine charcoal horizontally on the paper and move it in a small circular motion. For the dark values, spray fix the sheet of paper and go over it again with the charcoal to build up that deep gray and dark black charcoal value. Once you finish filling out the whole paper, spray fix all of your sheets of newsprint so that way when you work with it later, it won't get too messy. Also keep in mind that you'll be working from 2 full sheets of drawing paper. You'll be taping them together either horizontally or vertically, but either way you'll want to make enough of the value steps so that way you have enough material to collage onto your 2 full sheets of drawing paper. As you're creating your value scale, you should be thinking about the subject matter and what you want to use. If you're working from real life, try to have objects overlapping. This will give it more depth. Also try to ground your objects on some type of platform so they're not just floating around in space. If you're working from a photo, really think about the contrast that's used in that photo. Is there a high contrast or is it low contrast? And try to think about how your value scale is going to be applied in this subject matter. Whether you're working from a still life or working from a photo, you'll want to identify your blocks of value. Try to squint at your still life or your photo. Try to see the different values, identify how many you have. If you created 7 steps of value blocks, you'll want to identify 7 steps in your photo or still life. If you created 9 steps on your value, you'll want to identify 9 on the photo or the still life. If you're working from life, it might be a little bit more difficult because you'll be seeing it in color and you'll want to identify those blocks of value through your color. Try squinting your eyes so that way you can see less of the color and more of the value. That'll help you identify it. After the spray fix has dried, tear up the sheets of newsprint into large, medium, and small pieces. You'll want a little bit of each size to get started, but you can always make the smaller pieces as you go. So if you want, try to stay a little bit larger at first. Now it's time to start collaging. For the purpose of this video, I'm only using 1 drawing sheet of paper. However, for your assignment, you should be using 2 full sheets of drawing paper, as I just said. So now we're gonna start collaging. I'll place the chunks down and try to figure out the best placement for them. Once you get a few large chunks laid down, you can start gluing them or taping them if you don't have glue. When I glue with collage, I usually just take any type of glue, pour it into a little container, and then I use my finger or a Q-tip to wipe down the back of the paper and paste it to the paper. This gives a nice even coating and prevents little dots from piling up.